Alright, today we are going over my entire curated ps2 collection, I think. Hopefully I'm not missing anything this time, because I did my ps1 one recently, and because of that, we're gonna have an honorable mention for something I forgot. Starting with a ps1 game. Got Diablo, the first one. I kind of forgot this because it was sitting next to my PS3. It's currently in the console, and it's a fun game. As you can tell, it's not in there. Uh, but yeah, that's why I forgot it the other day, and I just wanted to mention it because it's such a good game. It's also not very common. It's very expensive, and I found it for a good deal, so I just wanted to brag a little bit. But yeah, that's one of the best PS1 games I own. I'm 100% keeping that. Now, let's do another honorable mention, sort of. We have a loose copy of Outrun Coast to Coast. I plan on looking for the manual and case for that sooner rather than later because that is one of the best racing games ever made. It's so good. And then another one that's kind of empty, but for a reason, Dark Cloud. I was playing through this at one point, and then I put the disc somewhere stupid. I know I saw it the other day, I just can't remember where, and I just finished a move, so I still have it, and it's a fun game if you like Zelda-ish gameplay plus town building. It had a lot going for it. I do have a couple complaints, like the combat and whatnot, not great, but that's just kind of a product of the time. So not much I can do about that. Now, what we got next? We've got Midnight Club 3 Dub Edition. Now, this one, not in perfect shape, it's not complete, it has a stupid sticker there, so I'm probably going to try to get a better copy soon, but it is a great game. Now, here is Yu-Gi-Oh! That's something. The Duelist of the Roses. So one of the many Yu-Gi-Oh games that is not a Yu-Gi-Oh game. I'm definitely keeping it though, I just need to get the stupid sticker junk off. If I can't, I'll just get a replacement case somewhere, because other than that, it's complete and clean. Just not right there. Because certain companies suck when they sticker stuff. And then we have Champions Return to Arms. One of the best PS2 games ever. Especially if you like Diablo style games and whatnot. And this one needs a replacement case, I forgot about that. But one of the manual holders is chipped off. So I'll definitely replace that someday. But other than that, good shape. Tales of Legendia. Now, here's one of the few Tales of games I have not played yet. It is complete and in perfect shape because I bought it from a good company. So, keeping that for sure. Actually, I might be playing that pretty soon, probably within the next year or so. Hopefully. And then we got Shadow Hearts, the first one, I think. A series I have not played any of, but I found this and one other for a very good deal. But I plan on, after finding a way to stream and record video from my PS3, I will start playing some of these for sure. Because I would like to play some of the Shadow Hearts games since they're spooky, and it's about to be spooky season, but I don't know if I'll get the equipment to stream and record PS3 by then. I need to look into that. I don't think it's as hard as it sounds, but it's not as easy as it should be. And it's got both discs. It looks great for the most part, actually. Much cleaner than the other one. The other one had sticker residue. Ugh. And apparently those are like horror JRPGs or something like that, so I'm very intrigued. And there's a third one I'm missing, which I think is the cheapest, thankfully. Because I'd much rather have the more expensive ones and get the cheaper one later. Now we have Gauntlet, the Seven Sorrows. Yeah, Seven Sorrows. So another Diablo-ish hack and slash type game, kind of, sort of. I think it's a little different, maybe like more behind the shoulder Yeah, it looks a little different, but either way, similar gameplay as far as I know. It's one I still need to test out and play and whatnot. I'd like to stream that, honestly, but I've got work to do before I can do that. Alright, then we got Star Ocean Till the End of Time. I have almost beaten every Star Ocean game. This is not one of them. Well, kinda, sorta. I got to the very end of it. It's also not complete, which is bothering me. I got to the end of it and got stuck. I should really force myself to finish it, because I know I'm near the end, but it was just losing my interest, unfortunately, because I've loved all the others. I played 1, 2, 5, and 6, but then 3 didn't click with me much, and 4 is the one I haven't touched yet. So hopefully when I get to 4, I'll play all the way through, and then I'll only have to go back to Till the End of Time one day and beat it. Now let's start with TMNT, the first one. I unfortunately need a replacement case for this because it is... Oh wait. Oh, I think I already replaced the case, but I still need a new one that doesn't have the sticker. It used to be in a Blockbuster case, that's why I originally thought I needed to replace it, but no, I got rid of the Blockbuster case, apparently. Which kind of sucks. I love those for nostalgia reasons, but not for holding my games. It just doesn't work. They don't hold the manual properly. It just doesn't feel right. And then we got TMNT 2 Battle Nexus. Complete. And it is a bit cleaner. Still got some nasty residue on it, but maybe I can clean that one up without getting a replacement case. However, I do have a plan for getting replacement cases pretty cheap if when I need them. I just need to count how many I really need. Now, we've got some Shining Force Neo. Now, I think I've only played a couple minutes of this, which, or was it this one? It might have been one of the others. I got a couple of the others. Yeah. But either way, most of these on PS2 are just hack and slash RPGs. The old Shining Force games were a lot better. They were tactical strategy RPGs, kind of like Fire Emblem. I preferred them a bit, especially the first one on Genesis. I still need to play the second one, which I hear is so much better. And yeah, I look forward to that more than any of the more modern Shining games. Speaking of Shining, we got Shining Tears. I did play this one for a few minutes. It's okay. It's just another basic hack and slash RPG. I'll just do it when I need mindless fun. And then we got Silent Hill 2. Alright, next. No, I honestly haven't played this game. I plan on it. It's gonna be one that I do on stream as soon as I find a way to, just because I feel like my first time playing through this would be a fun thing to record. I mean, I know a little bit about it, and I've seen some of the gameplay, obviously, but I don't know the whole story, and I don't know everything about the game. I really want to experience it myself before it gets ruined. Now we have RLH, Run Like Hell. This one was recommended by Radical Reggie, because I usually try out most of his recommendations if they seem interesting, and this is a survival horror game, which he's, one of his favorite genres, so I'm very curious how good this game is, or if it aged badly, which it probably did, because I'm not great with games from that era as far as tank controls and all that crap go. Alright, then we got something that's not made anymore, unfortunately. Scooby-Doo games. Scooby-Doo Unmasked. See, all the ones on PS2 were really good 3D platformers, to my knowledge, and I am missing a couple, I think. But this one was great from what I played. Just 3D platformer. Lots of fun. Probably only a few hours long, so I should really beat it soon. But, ooh, that would be a good spooky game, too. I really need to figure out how to stream and record PS3, because I've got more horror games for PS1, 2, and 3 than I do for PS4 and Switch, apparently. as you can tell. Second Sight. This would also be probably a decent spooky one, even though it's just more of a shooter, I think. But the story might be creepy-ish. Either way, case looks disgusting. I need a replacement. But at least the game and manuals seem good. I think that was another Radical 1 recommendation, too, if I remember right. Now, here's one I don't know much about. I have tried playing it a little bit. It's kind of just a little old, like, it's a cozy game before that was a genre. It's kind of like Animal Crossing or the other one, Story Seasons, Harvest Moon, whatever. It's kind of like that, but slightly different. And I feel like for how cheap it was, or is it right now, it's probably going to get more sought after in the near future because cozy games are getting more popular anyways. So I figured I'd grab it. It was like $10. And it was cute enough while I played it. I just need to be in the right mood. Then we got Resident Evil Dead Aim. I've played one Resident Evil game, and it was one that people hate, and I can't remember the name. Operation Umbrella? Something like that. But I thought it was fun. And if I liked it, then maybe all the other Resident Evils are way better. Because I've not tried this one. I don't know much about this. I think it's another black sheep of the series, so maybe I'll try this one next since it's probably not that liked. And then I'll get on to some of the good ones. Well, here's another one I don't know too much about, which I actually have. Yeah, I got a problem. So, I found, I'm trying to remember, I want to say I found the open one first, but I stumbled across a stupid company selling this as used. And as far as I can tell, it's 100% factory sealed, I think. But what does that look like? That sticker hasn't been torn. It's factory sealed, I'm pretty sure. So I'm holding on to this for now. While I'm trying to curate my collection right now, this is going to go in a box for selling stuff in the near future. Right now it's only worth like $100, I think, so I'm going to wait until it goes up a bit more. But yeah, I thought that was kind of cool. Plus I have one to play. I just need a new case, and it's just Resident Evil Outbreak. I know nothing about it. I just need to put this one somewhere safe, and not in my collection. It needs to go in a box with other stuff I want to sell in the future. Because I buy things on sale every now and then, and obviously they're not worth much now, but they will be in like 10 years. If that. But this copy is not too bad. Let me see how this looks. Flawless. Yeah, so this basically is a new copy aside from the disgusting case, and then the other one is sealed, so that's really neat. Then we got Resident Evil Code Veronica. Another one that's not talked about too much. People have been mentioning they think it'll get a remake. We'll see about that. I don't know much about it, but I'll play it and see what I think. I do like that Resident Evil games and stuff like that. It's usually really short, less than 10 hours, it seems like, which is nice when I mostly play RPGs. Now, Radiata Stories. If you like JRPGs, especially with action combat and like good, cute art styles and whatnot, go get this game now. It's like, last I checked, it was only about $30. It's probably gonna start going up in price soon, but it's so good. It is so good, and my copy is so clean. Yeah, I love this game. I also had no nostalgia for it or anything like that because I didn't grow up with a ps2, so I got this a couple years ago when I started getting into ps3 and 2 and all that for the first time in my life. And when I put this in, it did not come out of the console till I was done. And that's not something I can say about most games. It was so good. Plus, if you like Suikoden and stuff like that, where you can recruit a ton of different characters, it's similar to that in a way because you can, I don't want to spoil it too much, but you do have an option in the game that changes a whole lot, giving me a reason to replay it one day actually, which is cool. So you can play it two different ways, but either way you do get different recruits throughout the game. It's just great. You can have multiple characters and all kinds of cool stuff. Now, let's get on to a very strange one, because, what was it? Earlier this year, this game shot up from, like, being a mediocre $10, $20 game to, like, over $150. This is Piglet's Big Game. I had this before the price spike, and I chose not to get rid of it, even though I could have and bought a cheaper, better copy in the future, because I think it's already dropping in price. It didn't take long. I might be wrong, though. It may have dropped for a little bit and went back up. But either way, it's supposed to be a good platformer, a creepy-ish Piglet game, like creepy music, so I'm curious. Maybe it's good for spooky season. And then we got Onimusha, the third one. It's the only one I've chosen to keep because they haven't announced a remake for it yet. If they do, I'm selling it. Because I had the other two and I've already sold them because remakes. I'd rather play on modern if I can. But I love to collect retro too. It's just they keep remaking everything that I want to play. So, need to hold off on the buying retro. Okay, here's Urban Chaos. It is not complete. I knew it felt empty. No manual, but the game is a lot of fun. It's just a good time. Good time. It's a shooter with a single player story mode, so unlike most, but it's good. Now we got some Shin Megami Tensei Devil Digital Saga 1 and 2. They are both used. I just have a plastic wrap from where I bought them from, but that also means they are in pristine condition, basically. Super clean, and if you know anything about S&P or Atlas, they make good JRPGs sometimes. I'm very curious about these, but I also feel like the second I play them, they will announce a remake. Kind of like they did with Raito recently, which, thankfully, I had not played it yet. I hadn't even realized it was a PS2 game, so I should be able to play that for the first time on Switch before long. These are so clean. Even if I don't like them, I'm still happy to have them. But hopefully they're better than Persona, or at least in my opinion. I tried playing Persona 5, I was not impressed. But that might just be the worst of the 3 Persona games that are available, so maybe I'll try the other 2 and enjoy them more, hopefully, because they're shorter. But here's Breath of Fire, Dragon Quarter. I have kept this as a joke. I don't think I'd ever play it. I might play it just to see how bad it is, but I don't think I'd ever try to force myself to play through it. It's the reason Breath of Fire isn't made anymore, I feel like, so I have it because it's cheap. Champions of Norath. That was out of order. Just like Champion Return to Arms, same thing. This was the first game. It's just great, good fun, Diablo style top-down action RPG hack and slash sort of stuff. Medieval, great. And then we got some Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver. That's another one I'm holding off on because I think they just made a remaster of some sort. So I don't think I need this copy anymore. But it is mostly clean. Stick residue on the front, of course. Most of these have that, unfortunately. Then we got Jack X Combat Racing. I should really try this out since it's just a racing game. I haven't even tested this one out yet, but I should, just for a few minutes. Especially since it's not in perfect shape, I'd like to see if it works. It probably does. It just never know. Then we got Dragon Quest VIII. The Journey of the Cursed King. Cool. I forgot this wasn't complete, so I need a better copy of this, unfortunately. But Dragon Quest series is awesome. I cannot wait to play it. I just have to find a better copy. Then we got Evil Dead, A Fistful of Boomstick. Now, can't go wrong with some, what's his name? Bruce Campbell. He is great. And I'm pretty sure I hope he voice acted in this. I would hope so, because they used his likeness. But it doesn't say. Oh yeah, it does. Featuring Bruce Campbell. Good. So I really need to get around to playing this. I know it's not supposed to be a great game, I don't think. None of the Evil Dead games really are. But I think it's one of the better ones, if I remember right. So either way, we'll try it out someday. See, that's another good spooky season game. Like, almost my whole ps2 collection is spooky season games, and I don't have a way to stream or record them right now. Simpsons Hit and Run. Very clean copy. I'm happy about that. Plus, I have tested it, and it works. The disc isn't in perfect shape, but it works. It's a lot of fun. It's like GTA in the Simpsons world. Then we got The Suffering. This game is not talked about enough. Especially with spooky season coming up, I would recommend someone to play this. It's a great horror survival type filling game, but also I want to say it was a third person action shooter game at times. You could also do like a beast mode sort of thing, so it wasn't all guns, but it was just so fun. Then we got Suikoden 4 and Tactics and 3, because I wanted to do them in order, kind of. So we got Suikoden 3. First, I have not played this. I played the first game, mainly only that one so far. So I still need to play these others that I have. They're all very clean. I don't know much about them other than playing the first game in the series and just knowing it was a great JRPG where you recruit a ton of people. I don't know if these probably have that same mechanic. And they are all complete. I'm also getting more into tactics games recently, so I look forward to trying this out to see why no one talks about it. It also has a physical soundtrack. Okay, I love that. That's neat. I didn't even notice that, but it has a physical soundtrack. So that's so neat. We're getting to the end here. We got Dark Cloud 2 now. I haven't played this one. I've played the first one, obviously. I need to play this one because I hear it's just that, but way better. And anything that is better, I would like to play. But yeah, it's probably just more town building and Zelda-style combat and stuff like that. I can't wait. Then we got Extermination, another Radical 1 recommendation. It's just a horror survival game, I think, and I look forward to trying it out. The controls probably won't click with me since they are old, but in tank controls, I think. Then we got Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance. Now, another Diablo-style game, kind of. These are so fun. I highly recommend them. I've already played through this one and beat it. I still need to do the second one, I think, which I should own, but I may not have it complete. Then we got Arc the Lad, Twilight of the Spirits. I've only played the PS1 Arc the Lad game so far. I really need to try this one out. I know it's a bit different, I think it's entirely different combat, like more of an action-based thing. Either way, I really want to try it out. It's JRPG from back then, and it's not one that will probably ever get remade. Well, unless we get lucky. Now, Grow Lancer Generations. This is the first and second game, I think. Nope, first, second, and third. Damn, that's a lot of games. They're just strategy RPGs. They're different than most strategy RPGs from what I can tell. I played about 20 or 30 minutes of the first one just to get a feel of it. It's way different. I like the art style and everything else going for it. I just have to be in the right mood for a strategy game, especially one that's different like that. But it looked fun. I can't wait to try it out more. Give it a better shot. Now, Sopranos, Road to Respect. Haven't played this, don't know anything about it other than I think I've heard good things, I feel like. So I'll definitely try it out before getting rid of it, but it may not be my thing. I honestly don't know. I just found it for a good deal. Then we got Road Rage of The Simpsons. Another similar one to the Hit and Run, but a little more vanilla if I remember right. Stupid stickers. Gross. Yeah, so that needs a new case, unfortunately. And at one point it was $14. Wow. It's not much more than that now, but it's definitely at least double, I think. This Hit and Run is the one that's more expensive, I feel like. Alright, we got this one, Bard's Tale. It's an action RPG, but more of a Western style. Probably similar to Diablo and whatnot in a way. More hack and slash, I think. So definitely one I need to put more time into. I've only put a few minutes into it. And then we got Grandia 2 and 3. Now, hopefully I can get the new release of the double pack of 1 and 2 for Switch so I can get rid of this copy because it's missing manual and it's in a Blockbuster case. So I don't want to keep it. This one doesn't exist on modern consoles yet, so I'll have to keep it and hopefully get a better case soon. It's very gross and it also doesn't have the manual. So, what a fun way to end. I mean, these are great games, I hear, but both my copies kind of suck. Alright, with that, I hope you all have a great day, and until next time, bye.